Move by my kid. I'll throw this to the next street.
Hey man, when it comes to the kids, you don't play with them, bro. I swear you don't. Hold on. I mean, we could show up the songs. Let's watch this video real quick. A couple wakes to bombs exploding on their porch.
Man, you know how I get down, bro. Don't play with me about my child. I'll make y'all move.
So he was threatening at the door to like blow my house up.
Okay.
Whoever live here, I'll make all you move by my kid. I'll throw this to the next street.
Hey man, when it comes to the kids, you don't play with them, bro. I swear you don't. Hold on.
Florida deputies respond when a 911 call reports multiple explosions in a West Palm Beach neighborhood.
Oh, he really did that. He wasn't playing, but listen, you don't play about no man's kids, bro.
But what begins as a routine emergency dispatch quickly takes a turn as investigators uncover a deeper conflict and a
Hey man, listen, y'all better cut that minor stuff out. You know what I meant, bro. Y'all know what I meant, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Neighborhood feud that may have finally reached its breaking point.
What the is that?
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
911, where is the location of your emergency?
It's not an emergency.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I just walked out front and my windshield smashed, and all I can see from my camera is what looks like fire.
How's that not an emergency? What? All right. Keep talking.
Moments later, deputies arrive on scene.
You might be able to see stuff that I can't see. Like I said, I don't have a flashlight. You can smell the gas from right here.
It smells really bad.
And then when you get here, you look up here, see the bag. She hasn't seen it. No, she's talking. She hasn't seen this. All this. There's more over here.
It might be over.
There's this piece right here, whatever this is, it looks like a pipe bomb. Then it blows over here on my truck. And then if you look over here, there's a bullet hole.
Hey, yo.
I noticed this with my cell phone. Also, on this side, you smell the gas?
Yeah.
Yeah. On this side here, I don't know what this is, but I know it wasn't here yesterday, and I don't know what this is, what it came from, but it's like all over my tire of my truck.
Ross guides the officer through the extensive damage and debris left behind by the explosion. But with only flashlights to illuminate the scene, the full extent won't be clear until daylight.
So they just put it right there and explode
They
it.
had to have thrown it, because if they would have put it there, that camera and that camera would have picked them up.
Hey, bro wasn't playing about his kids. Stop playing with him.
Was this windshield broken before?
No, all this just happened.
No.
And you have video?
How long is the video?
You can't see anything on
It's 15
video,
minutes.
No, it's all like, she's got it on her thing.
I'm scared. Thoroughly.
At approximately 3 a.m., Tiffany's porch surveillance captures the first explosion. Before the blast, a faint sound can be heard, something being thrown, striking an object, and then a sudden detonation.
Hey man, they taking a playbook out of Sweden for Sweden's playbook. Taking a play out of Sweden's playbook. Hey yo.
However, it isn't until 3:40 a.m. when Tiffany and Ross wake to the sound of two more explosions.
Oh, yo!
Thick smoke quickly engulfs the yard, obscuring the camera's view. Moments later, the footage cuts to Ross emerging from the haze, searching for the source of the smoke.
Bro, Florida always got something going on, bro. Every time the news come on, bro, I already seen something about Florida when someone ate somebody. Like, he ate a human in Florida. Florida is a crazy place. No cap. Weak explosion, they got nothing on us.
As investigators review the footage, the reality of what happened begins to sink in.
What the is that?
What the footage doesn't capture is who's responsible for the explosion. But the victims have their own theories, pointing to an altercation just 2 weeks earlier that may have set everything in motion.
Idea who would be doing this?
The neighbor, maybe. We kind of have a problem with the neighbor right now.
What's the neighbor's name?
Derek, I had to call the cops last week. Kids got into an argument and he was banging on the front door, wouldn't leave the door alone, and then threatened to blow my house up.
As the early morning sun rises,
He was not
more
playing.
investigators arrive and begin documenting the scene, revealing the full extent of the damage. Cracks stretch across the SUV's windshield, along with bits and pieces of debris scattered across the front half of the vehicle. Nearby, one of the truck's passenger windows was pierced by a small projectile, shattering it, and a strange brown powder was found covering one of its tires. Detectives also located a clear plastic bottle lodged under the truck, scattered across the ground and throughout
Yeah, boy, that's what exactly, yeah. Smoke bastard, yes.
the yard.
Yes.
Investigators also found remains of fireworks from the brand World Class Fireworks. Around 6 a.m., investigators attempt to make contact with Derek Sheely at the residence Ross and Tiffany mentioned, but no one answers the door. However, 6 hours later, they're approached by Derek's wife, Jera Sheila Gomez, who has questions of her own.
What's going on?
So, your neighbors had something blow up in their front yard.
Okay, that was the boom that we heard last night.
Yeah. Where is Derek now?
I don't know. He's probably at work somewhere.
Well,
Do you guys want to see if Derek is inside?
yeah, we will.
Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you guys can come in and see this.
Okay, tell you what, hold on one second for me.
Backstory on I used to work for Ally Universal, bro, and yo, I used to be slumped in there. Oh my god, I used to be able. Security is one of the easiest out there. I used to be in a room locked up by myself, bro. It sounds crazy. Hold on, I didn't mean it like that. No. But I used to just have to check people in, and I'd be there overnight, bro. I would be slumped till like 6 in the morning. People start rolling in, so I really worked like 2 hours for real. Bro was going in, yeah, no. Back to the video.
That's no problem, because he doesn't listen.
Yeah, no problem.
We were all up late last night. We all heard the boom. We all came out here to see what was going on. And Derek actually, and my daughter, they came out here to ask everybody if they were okay.
Yeah.
And everybody said they were okay.
Okay. I guess Derek has had some ongoing problems with the folks.
Oh, so they accused, well, he said it, but like, they accused him.
Car got blown up this morning.
So who was it?
He had one argument weeks ago.
Okay. Based on that, based on evidence that we found at the scene, there is a search warrant being requested right now.
Whoa, what? Nah.
A search to make sure that there is no evidence of any explosive devices in your
Oh my god.
Okay?
Show us the warrant. What?
With the warrant finally cleared, officers
Okay.
and investigators move in, beginning their search of the house and surrounding property. Canine units are called in to assist, searching for any hidden clues. Inside the house, investigators discover the same brown powder found on Ross's truck tire, resting on the lid of the trash can.
Oh my god.
When they open it, they find numerous pieces of consumer pyrotechnic packaging. Among the debris, they also find a plastic water bottle wrapper, matching the one found under Ross's truck.
Bro, he left everything in the crib? Bro, why would you leave everything in the house? What a noob.
The K9 units were alerted to a cabinet in the garage where more
What a
fireworks
noob.
were found, including the same world-class fireworks brand discovered at the scene of the explosion. On December 18, 2024, a warrant for Derek Sheely's arrest was signed, charging him with possession of a destructive device resulting in property damage. Later that evening, Sheely was arrested by the Okeechobee Police Department at approximately 6 p.m. Just one day later, on December 19th, investigators made contact with Sheely at the Palm Beach County Jail, where they conducted an interview.
Hey, you look a little tapped. Okay.
What do you know about my area? So they said something about a explosive device and destruction of property. Gotcha. You familiar with the incident that brought all this on? I'm kind of familiar, but I don't understand why I'm here. Gotcha.
What do you know of the incident?
I just know some loud noise went on a house next door to where I was at, and that was the last time I heard about it.
Shane looks. You know what's crazy? The sandwich don't even look that bad to me. That's crazy. I would actually dog that. No cap. As long as you got some mayo. As long as you got some mayo, I'm dogging that sandwich, bro.
But this whole thing, it blows me because when it comes to that neighborhood, I help everybody in that neighborhood. Can't nobody in that neighborhood say one bad thing about
You're still fat in your mental. You're still fat in your mental. B, nah, I didn't. But I could just scroll up. I'll scroll up. Oh my God.
Not to my face. Yeah. Like that.
As Derek claims to have been a helpful neighbor, the victims offer their own account, detailing a more recent conflict with him that they believe triggered the explosion.
What was the altercation about, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, it was just something with the kids.
He said his kids got into it with our boys.
Okay.
They were picking on her son. She got mad, came outside, told their kids, hey, if you don't got nothing nice to say, leave my kids alone, stay the out of our yard, stay the off our porch when we're cheating cuss, when we're not home.
Okay.
That's what it is. She came back in the house. I'm getting ready to leave. The girl's out there running her mouth, talking about her, but she's not outside. I don't pay no attention. I leave. 30 minutes after I'm gone, he comes over here banging on the door.
So he was threatening at the door to like blow my house up.
Okay.
Investigators questioned Derek about the altercation between the children that led to him visiting the victim's house on July 7th.
They probably do some hard drugs out there. I ain't gonna lie. No cap.
7th.
Is it her? Okay, him and her. The girl I was just speaking look like they do a little bit of drugs. I ain't gonna lie.
My wife called me hysterical, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm down the street. So I went, and I opened the door. I was like, hey, come outside and talk to you, Tiffany. She like, no, I ain't coming outside. My problem. I'm like, I'm trying to understand what happened with you and my daughter.
Hold on, but they could just pull up the camera that she has at the front door. Why don't they do that?
I was like, man, listen, all I'm trying to do is figure out what happened. You know, listen, just when it comes to my kids, you got a problem with my kids as an adult, come to me. Don't step on my young daughter and treat her like she's an older person. And then left it at that.
Derek's recount of events paints a far more civil dispute. This, however, contrasts with what the investigators have already seen firsthand, thanks to Tiffany's surveillance footage.
I'm not opening the door.
What happened with my daughter?
I have no idea what happened to your daughter.
My daughter said you called her a and some.
Oh, that's hilarious. Maybe you should look at your camera to see if there's
I just looked at my cameras. My son and your son playing with water, and he came and my daughter.
Okay, Daryl, that has nothing to do with them. A grown woman, I do not.
Yeah, a grown woman that just cussed out child. Man, you know how I get down, bro. Don't play with me about my child. Child make y'all move. Don't play with.
Bro, this nigga, bro. Yo, this nigga, bro. He said he made it seem like everything was chill. We just talking. No, this nigga went crazy. Run it back. Run it back. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, you know how I get down, bro. Don't play with me about my child. Child make y'all move.
They got him. They got him. It's over. It's over.
Don't play with me about my child. Who give a fuck whoever the live here. I'll make all you move about my kids. I'll throw this to the next street.
When investigators confront Derek with the footage, his silence speaks volumes.
I won't call.
Yo. Nah, this nigga's hilarious. Nah. Yo, hold on.
When investigators confront Derek with the footage, his silence speaks volumes.
Oh, shit. Yo.
Derek also claims the fireworks they found in the house were leftovers from last year's 4th of July. However, detectives uncovered multiple receipts showing firework purchases made throughout the year. One receipt in particular stands out, showing his wife purchasing fireworks on July 4th, 2024, just 19 days before the explosion on July 20th.
So they was in on it together? hold on. But why wouldn't you buy it cash? If you're gonna do something like this, why wouldn't you buy it cash at least?
Third, while the fireworks receipts raise questions, investigators confront Derek with the most critical piece of evidence.
Additionally, we have your DNA on parts of the devices that were used at the house.
That can't be possible.
Oh my God, Derek, it is over for you, gang. It really is.
It's the HDF lab. There's no messing this up. Like, they go through processes. They ran it. You're already in our system. We know. Yeah, you're in the system. It's your DNA on it. So I'm telling you this, Derek, because okay, this is a straightforward case.
Yeah.
You made threats. We found the stuff in your house. The same fuse is used, and to top it off, your DNA is on the devices. It's nobody else.
Can't be possible.
This is your chance now to come clean, Derek. I mean,
Come clean about what?
Honestly, bro, you should just get my lawyer or something, bro. At this point, if you knew you did all this, just say I don't want to speak. Give me my lawyer. That's it, cause this is bad.
Then you were the one that put together these devices.
I can't sit here and tell you a lot.
Okay, that's
Did you show somebody else how to put them together? Put what together?
These were underneath Red's truck. Okay? Pipe on the duty and down.
Never seen one of them in my life.
Derek steadfastly denies any involvement in the crime. As the pressure mounts, he ultimately requests a lawyer and decides to end the interrogation.
Oh my! You requested a lawyer now, bro. That should have been your first thing. Yo, bro. Oh my god.
Interrogation. After the interrogation, Derek makes multiple phone calls from jail to his wife on a recorded line. In one call, he expresses an alarming thought, saying, "The only way I can get out of this is if I throw my son under the bus," and that Sheely Jr. would only get a slap on the wrist. Investigators approach Gomez in a later interview to confront her about these comments.
Wait, what? He just said I'm gonna throw it. Yo. He said I'm gonna just throw it on my son and just. Come on, he gonna slap on the wrist. Nothing. Nah, this is devious. Hold on.
I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to Derek much since he's been incarcerated, but we've unfortunately now our DNA tests have come back, and so they've indicated that Derek is one of the profiles that we recovered on that device. However, there is a second profile on that device too, so we're trying to narrow down who else might have handled this thing, who else might have been involved with it. Or my concern is that Derek might think that it would be easier to have somebody else take the fall for this as opposed to him, particularly things like your son.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Has he mentioned that?
So they both just lying when you're on a recorded line, bro. All right.
He said something about that he was questioned about it.
Yeah.
And was it with you?
Mm-hmm.
And that you asked him, was it you? Was it your son?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, just two liars, bro. Just two liars, bro.
This is just not my problem. Not my problem. Whoever's DNA is on that, that's on them. I have nothing to do with any of that.
After his arrest on December 18, 2024, Derek Sheely was denied bond and charged with possession of a destructive device resulting in property damage. He's pleaded not guilty, and his next court hearing is scheduled for April 29, 2025.
Damn, that's in 21 days.
As the case continues to unfold, the full extent of Sheely's involvement in the explosion remains to be determined.
Wow. Okay. Video. Shout out to EW Body Cam. Yeah, he not being free, bro. He's going to jail for sure. He's in there for sure.